to No Guilt, Just Growth. I'm Kristen Pomper, wife, coach, and corporate working mom of two. I help ambitious working moms stop running on empty and start building lives they're obsessed with, without the guilt or burnout. I'm on a mission to redefine what success looks like for moms. Because one thing I know for sure, it's not about putting everyone else's needs above your own. If you're ready to stop surviving and start thriving, you're in the right place. Hi, friend. Welcome back to another episode. Today, we're talking about something that I think differentiates you in every single thing that you do. What you bring to your relationships, how you show up in your career, for your marriage, your kids. When you get this right, it improves every single area of your world. It's not about productivity, time management, or a crisp checklist. It is your energy. The energy you bring into every situation, every meeting, every conversation, every bedtime routine, every single interaction that you have, whether it be a 5-second pass by in the hallway with a coworker or a 2-hour dinner. Energy you bring to those interactions changes everything. We all have those people in our lives, the ones who just light you up with their presence alone. You know, that person who just oozes good vibes, like they just radiate positive energy. They walk into a room, you might only have a 30-second interaction with them, but once you walk away, your mood just instantly lifts. They make you laugh, they make you feel seen, and somehow, even if you barely know them, you walk away just thinking, I want to be around that person more. Maybe it's a friend, a coworker, or a family member. I'm thinking about a couple people right now, and I just can't help but smile whenever I think about them. And oftentimes, I don't even think it has to be this interaction. Sometimes I'll get a text from that person. I'm thinking of one of my girlfriends from work, Annie, or Candace. If I see her name pop up in my inbox or in my Teams chat, my mood just lifts. And any time spent with them, I just walk away feeling lighter, happier, more motivated, inspired, like I could run through a wall. And then there's people that kind of have the opposite effect of you. There's those people that you kind of dread spending time with because you know afterwards you'll feel exhausted, drained, physically, emotionally, mentally. They may not even be negative outright, but something about their energy just pulls from yours. That's the power of energy. And here's the truth. You have that same effect on everyone around you. Your energy either recharges or drains the people around you. The tone you bring to your home, to your job, to your relationships, it matters so much more than you think. And I think that this is especially important for us as moms because we are the thermostat, not the thermometer. A thermometer reacts to its environment. It rises and falls based on what's happening around it. But a thermostat sets the tone. And as moms, we are that thermostat for our family. When you walk in the door after work, your energy leads the room before you say a single word. You walk in carrying stress and frustration and overwhelm. That's what your kids will feel. But if you walk in calm and grounded, they'll match that too. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. And let's be real, as a busy working mom, that's really hard. We are constantly flipping our hat. You've just spent your day managing expectations, deadlines, emails, meetings, and then you walk into your second shift. Homework, dinner, bath, bedtime, and maybe a little one-on-one time with your hubby. You're switching roles constantly, and it can be exhausting. But that's exactly why being aware of your energy is so powerful. Because when you pause for just a moment and decide, what energy do I want to bring into this moment? Everything shifts. Because here's the thing, energy isn't just something you have or don't have. It's something that you create. You generate energy, and you do that by being intentional. I used to think that energy was just luck. Some days I woke up and I had it. Some days I woke up and I didn't. But the truth is, it's on you to create the energy you need for the life that you want. You don't have to wait for a weekend, a nap, or a vacation. You can create it right now through intention. Now, here's the part I think most people skip. You can't bring high energy if you're constantly running on empty. That's why protecting your energy isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Brendon Burchard, one of my favorite speakers, teaches something called Meds RX in his book, High Performance Habits. It's one of the simple, most powerful frameworks for protecting and generating your energy. M stands for mindset, E for exercise, D for diet, S for sleep, and RX for supplements. This formula is literally your prescription for peak energy. Now, I know some of you may be rolling your eyes, thinking something along the lines of, I don't have time, or I'm just trying to survive the day. But I promise you, if you want to improve your energy, to become one of those people who just radiates positivity, building small habits around these 5 things will improve everything. Literal game changer. Your marriage, your career, your financial situation, your health, your confidence, and believe it or not, your kids too. Let's break down each one. Mindset. What are you feeding your mind? Are you constantly scrolling negativity, watching the news, trash TV, comparing your life to strangers online? What you feed your mind is so important. The way I incorporate mindset into my day is by listening to podcasts, people like Mel Robbins, Ed Milet, Jay Shetty, when I'm getting ready, doing my hair and makeup in the morning, feeding my mind with something that fuels my brain. And I think it's so important to do this first thing in the morning. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant grows. Exercise. Even 20 minutes can shift your mood. For me, it's less about fitness and more about emotional regulation. When I work out, I just notice that I'm more calm, more patient, more clear. When I skip workouts, I snap, I'm foggy, I'm so reactive. If you're only going to start with one thing, I would suggest starting here. It's the domino that makes everything else easier. D is for diet. Food is either fuel or fog. And let's be honest, I could use all the help I can get in the mom brain department. Ever since becoming a mom, my memory has become absolute shit. And when I eat well, I'm so much sharper. I find myself drastically more productive. I can focus longer and overall just more confident. When I'm eating really poorly, I'm super sluggish and short-tempered. I think if you incorporate this one, you will feel the difference immediately. S is for sleep. This one is a non-negotiable for me. 7 hours minimum. Sleep resets your nervous system. You cannot lead, love, or parent well on fumes. Turn off Netflix, stop scrolling, close the laptop. Go to bed earlier. I will be the first to admit I am a grandma. I go to bed really early. I'm in bed by 9:30 most nights. Sometimes I'm in bed by 9. There are even occasions where I'm in bed before 9, believe it or not. I love my sleep. And then lastly, supplements. Support your body with what it needs. Vitamins, greens, protein, electrolytes. Get lab work done and fill in the gaps. When you consistently take your meds, mindset, exercise, diet, sleep, and supplements. You're giving yourself the physical and emotional foundation to bring better energy everywhere you go. Your energy depends on how you feed, move, and rest your body. I think something as equally as important as all of those things is protecting your energy from what drains it. You can't pour clean water into a dirty bucket. If you're constantly surrounded by things, people, and habits that deplete you, no amount of self-care will fill you back up. So I would just encourage you to really ask yourself, what in my life drains my energy? It could be people, the chronic complainers, the gossipers, the coworkers who always bring drama. It could be habits, too much scrolling, saying yes when you mean no, staying up too late, or doing everything yourself because you're afraid to delegate. It could be clutter, visual noise in your environment that subconsciously stresses you out. For me, I cannot think when my kitchen is not clean. You can't control everything that drains you, but you can limit your exposure and raise your boundaries. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel inadequate. Spend less time with people who don't lift you up. Protect your mornings from chaos, even if it means waking up 10 or 20 minutes earlier to center yourself. And stop apologizing for protecting your peace, because every no to something that drains you is a yes to the energy you want to keep. And the most rewarding part of all of this, how you start showing up for your family. They begin to get the best version of you, not just what's left over. Those everyday moments, school mornings, bedtime, dinner, they start to feel easier. You're more patient, more grounded, more present. Your kids don't just learn from what you say, they learn from how you feel. Your energy becomes their model for emotional regulation. They adopt your nervous system. They'll learn calm, joy, or chaos from you. And I want you to think back to that person we talked about at the beginning, the one who just lights you up. Now imagine your kids thinking that about you. My mom she had this energy about her. You always felt better when she was around. God, that's legacy. That's leadership. That's growth without guilt. This week, I want you to just do two things. Pick one aspect of meds and build a small, consistent habit around it. And then identify one thing or one person that's draining your energy and either eliminate it or limit it. Start there, start small. You don't have to overhaul your life to change your energy. Pick one area and commit to it. Set a bedtime alarm so you actually get those 7 hours of sleep. Task ChatGPT to build you a simple at-home workout and get it done before your kids wake up. Decide you're going to drink your water, move your body, or protect your morning mindset, and then follow through. Hit follow on a podcast that is going to inspire you. Once that habit becomes part of your rhythm, stack another one on top. That's how real transformation happens, one habit at a time. You'll start to notice small shifts first. More patience in the mornings, less reactivity in the evenings, maybe even a little spark of excitement for your day again. That's your energy rebuilding itself, one decision, one day at a time. And expect some resistance. Your brain will tell you it's too hard, that you're too busy, that it's too late. But that's just the old version of you fighting for comfort. The truth is, all of this is simple, but it's not easy, and it's not supposed to be. Change is hard because growth is hard, but hard doesn't mean impossible. It's worth it. Keep showing up, push through the resistance, because the energy, the peace, the confidence you want are waiting on the other side of that discomfort. and the calm, grounded energy you want your kids to have, it starts with you. You don't just influence your environment, you create it. If this episode hit home, share it with another mom who's craving more peace, more calm, more steadiness in her world. And if you enjoy the show, do me the ultimate solid and write a quick review. It helps more moms find the show, and I can't even tell you how much it means to me. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an incredible week. Bring the energy. I will see you in the next episode.